You know, that time you wish you hadn't wore full armour and ridden 2 miles out of range, and you wish you put a trolley handle on. You know that time. Yeah.
Wearing one of the original tops from the 9x1 when it first came out, and this is where Speedy Feet's history lies, within the 9x1. This machine here is what really started it all for Speedy Feet. Gave us confidence in a product that was well built, was well funded, and the people doing it had a passion for that product. Up behind. Oh, oh, Bruce. Okay, go on then. Take the chair. Good lad. Reckon it's you here. He's always trying to take over. Unbelievable. Oh, he's a good one. He's a good one. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Let's just get to the old live chat. Mouse not working. See where we're at. Sound good? All good, is it, Mario? Yeah? Yeah, sweet. One camera angle today, so... Tap, 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 tap. Sound come right even if I'm tapping? Good. Do I do this today, or are you controlling it?
Oh, I'll give it to you.
Hey, he's got it. Bring it to me. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Guess it's all good apparently. It's all good, yeah. Good, good, good. Hey, Michael King, Lewis Foster are in the house. They have joined in, which is good. I'm just going to set this up. Especially after Bruce started the show. He wanted to start it last week. I said, look, can't do it. Cannot do it. So this week we have got one viewer's video. Because only one person sent one in. So it's one, but we've got 9 now. So we're almost just need one more viewers' videos for this week's competition. Which is £50 store credit at speedyfeet.co.uk. So, hi Dave, how you doing? Good to see you. Joining in. So we got that. so we got one more video that we need, a viewer's video. Could be anyone. If you've done it before, can do it again. Double up your chance of winning. So yeah, do that. We'll play that video, of course. I think it's here, a viewer video. It is. And gone up on the channel today, or going up actually, hasn't finished processing yet, is John Chooses a Wheel Part 2, which we filmed yesterday. Hi, please clean your wheel. Which wheel? They're all dirty. Tell me which one you want me to clean. Does John need to clean it as well? Because it's got bird poo on it. So this one, never being cleaned. That's it's like sort of sacred dirt. So I can't clean that. Can't clean that off. That was that's memories. That is. I'll be wiping away memories. So I won't be doing that. Right. So we had that. We've got the scooter in, the ES2 scooter. We were doing that video. Hopefully that will go up this week as well if you're interested in that scooter. Not sure if anyone watching has got the ES2 scooter, but if you have, the 9-bot Segway ES2 scooter. If you have, let me know how you're getting on with it, because we're about to test that fully. So we've done part of the video, but we haven't finished the rest of it. How is everyone getting on? Let me know in the comments below. And what I might do is pretty much, what book do you use to hold your monster? What books do you use to hold you monsters? Books? Ah, autocorrect. Hooks, I suspect. You mean, Jake? I'm assuming. They were just hooks, not books. There you go. I was thinking, what are you on about? They were just from, I don't know which country you're from, but if you're from the UK, B&Q is where I got them from. They're cycle stroke garage hooks. Bear with me, got some spares here. There we go. Each hook holds 30 kilograms each. Aluminium. Come from Germany. Yeah, so they're like that. 2 screw holes. Screw them straight into the wall. And it sits perfectly. If you've got 2 of them, sits perfectly on it. And the other ones I've hung on it, the S2. I think that's in frame. Yeah, it is. Just. This is in the way now. The S2 is hooked underneath the handle. Same with the V5 and the skateboard. So they work a treat. 2 of them for a big wheel. 1 of them if you can fit it under the handle. Do that. So okay. ES2 is quite good, but the solid rubber tyre makes for a hard ride. Where the wild things are. That film, I think. Books that hold plenty of monsters. Very good. Boom, boom. There we go. So going up to today is John Chooses a Wheel Part 2, which thankfully is the conclusion. Should have been a conclusion in Part 1, but he wanted to do 2 parts. So yeah, he's fame hungry. What I'll do now is I will play across the one viewer's video, because only one person sent one in. So if you're watching this and you haven't sent your video in, you can film yourself doing your unicycle ride in, messing about, doing whatever you want to do. Send it in, 1 minute maximum. Send that in and then you get put into the competition. And this week's competition is for £50 store credit. So let me play that now. Viewers video. I think this is it. Let me have a quick look.
Viewers videos.
Skateboard.
No.
You ever rode a skateboard? Turn it the other way, JP.
There you go.
You ever rode a skateboard? So it's just like a skateboard. It's you shove, you push with this leg, and kind of balance on this leg.
Cool.
That only took me 2 hours to learn how to do it. Well, actually, it took me 2 hours to basically get it. And then it took me another couple weeks to get smooth.
No, I saw the video with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It seemed like you got it pretty quick.
oh yeah, well, you know, it's just, you got to be taking it easy and slow. All right. Now the tricky part is going down the hill.
I bet. Don't go too fast.
No, you got to start off real slow because you pick up speed.
Up the hill now.
It goes uphill pretty good.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta remember, it's dragging my 200 and something pound butt up this hill.
So, can you do better than that? Can you do a video and send it in and make everyone love it and love your riding? We want to see it. So send it in, just send the URL in basically, and then we can put it up for you, edit it and put it up. Well, edit it to a degree, put it on a disc and then edit it up. So yeah, that's all good. So let us know what wheel you are riding. So if you just comment and say what wheel you're riding, and I want to have a look what the essentially number of people here, the manufacturer and the model that they're riding. So let me know that, because we'll talk about those and see how you're getting on individually. Hello again from Sweden. Hi Marcus, how you doing? Good to see you. Dropping back in again. Takes a time for these notifications to ring through to YouTube and let people know. Got this on my desk now, don't know what to do with it. Throw it there. There we are. Gotway ACM 2. KS 18 out, so Gotway, and then you got King Song 18 out. King Song 18 out. King Song 18 out. Go on then. Who else has got it? Come on, I'm reading this. In Motion V8. Got a nice little spread here. Gotway Tesla. 2 Gotways, 1 In Motion, 3 King Song at the moment. Be interested to see. Gotway Tesla. So that is ooh, hey! Notice we actually managed to put the counter in this time. I think it's been missing for 2 weeks. 9.1, hey, Scott's on the 9.1 still. That is brilliant. 9.1 C+, awesome. That is a sturdy wheel. So, out of all those, everyone is commenting with a wheel that you've actually got. Tell me what you like about it, the best feature of it. So choose a feature that you really like about it. Tell me its benefits. I know, Dave, you were on about the ACM2 when we met up. You were talking about the fact that low foot plates were a bit of an issue with climbing steep hills. So it'd be interesting to see what your good point, what you think is good about it. I mean, to be fair, that ACM2 has got a lot of power on it. A lot of power and good range. So that's one good thing. Scott, are you finding your 9.1 E Plus limiting? Not absolutely fine for what you're doing? Are you commuting very far or not? You know, what are you doing on your wheel? Good at crashing. Brilliant. And yeah, and the thing is, that stands up to it. And the fact it's modular, you can actually get away with it. So, hey, we got on Facebook, we've got Gotway MCM3, In Motion V8, and a Rockwell GT16. I want a monster, but Robert's got a Tesla. Don't think he's commented on here as well. Just trying to get a good... Who said the other Tesla? No, it was Marcus said the other Tesla. So yeah, Robert Tesla as well. So Gotway Tesla, twofold on here. You want a monster, yeah. So Remain has got MCM3, In Motion V8, and a Rockwell GT16. Has anyone else got a Rockwheel? We've got no experience with Rockwheels at all. Never ever bought them in. MCX and loving it. So the Gotway M Super X. Pads not so much. Have you got the new pads on that, or have you got the original ones that came with it? Have I ever shown the new pads? I'm not sure I have. Yes, I have on the review video, 250km review video. Nice close-ups of them. So if you haven't seen the new pads and you're wondering what I'm on about, then go to the 250km review video. I'll try and get you a link for it. Have a quick look. Let's have a little look. Bing. Using it to pop down the shopping centres. Last couple of mile commute after getting out the Leaf. Of course, you've got an electric car. Fair play. Maybe limited by speed now. I've had it several years. I mean, that has done you good service. It's earned its weight really in gold, isn't it? Let's try and have another look. See if we can Crick Studio. Get that up and running. So the benefit so the In Motion V8, nice lights on the side, low weight, nice trolley handle, looks nice and well made. Yeah, I would totally agree with all those points. There we have a look. So Facebook, I'll keep on track of Facebook as well. You should give Rockwheel a try. Done 4,700 kilometers. Wow, in 8 months. Pretty solid and very... See more. How do I see more? It just says, do you want to report this post? That's good, isn't it? Facebook. I can't see the rest of it. Swipe left. See comments. Very solid, manageable, like 14 inches. Oh wow, 20 of us bought it. Very happy with it. Wow, that was a good order for Rockwheel. Let's have another look. I'm going to try and find the video Super X 250. There it is. 250 kilometer update. I'll send you a link to that. It's got the side pads for those other people interested in what the new side pads look like. The first ones were not very good. Let's have a look. 9.1E Plus, InMotion V5F Plus, and Gotway M Super X. That was Michael Reed. Has got those. That is quite an array. So did you go 9.1E Plus, then buy the InMotion V5F Plus, and then the M Super X? I'm assuming that's the case. Lewis is saying 18L overall build quality, feels and looks like a consumer product, gives a good impression of EUC to general public. Z10, stable, quiet, fast enough, and futuristic looking. There you go. It is fast enough, yeah. I mean, these machines now are clocking on to be too fast, really. That's part of the problem. Videos going up, people absolutely flying along in crowded areas is gonna make things go south pretty quick if we're not careful. So if you ever see any of those people flying along way too fast, say don't go so fast when it's crowded. Let's have a look. One wheel. You're right. I'm assuming you are talking about one wheel as in the one wheel, i.e. a skateboard with a wheel in the middle. Robert saying, I love the power that the Tesla has. Tesla pedals are as solid as 9-volt. That's right, yeah. I'm half tempted to get another Tesla out of stock and start doing a review on it for the 250 kilometers. So, but I have the new side pads on my SX, but after the Tesla side pads, they're still not great for me. No, true, different pads. I should get a Tesla out of stock actually. Put it on the. For those who haven't watched it, we've done a video on the Tesla as well. Somewhere here. Go back and put that up. It's worth linking these things up. You can just double check them then whenever you want to do. Tesla. Let's have a look. Get the link for that. I'm going to have a look back through the comments in a minute and see what the most common brand is and the model. It'll also be to see what wheel size people are choosing. I'm not sure why that's doing that. Go away, Google. Copy that. So this is Tesla. I'll put Gotway Tesla review. There'll be some people watching that don't know any of these models or manufacturers. Gotway Tesla review is there. So okay, so we've got. Let me go back up. We've got starting at the top 16-inch, 18-inch, 18, 18. 16, 16, 16, 16. What's a V3? Is that a 14? We never done V3s. 16, 16, 18, almost 19 with the M Super X. 18. Wheel X3. Not sure on the wheel size of that one. 16, 16, 14, and almost 19. 18. And a Z10. Oh, I've forgotten what size that is. Is that getting on for an 18-inch? I think it is, isn't it? Mick No Manners. Cup of tea. Yes, please, Mick No Manners. That would be lovely. Nice cup of tea. That would go down a treat. Because yapping away gives you a sore throat. What do you think about the V10F, which burned out? What do I think of it? I will link you up. How about that? So, let's have a look. Because there's no point in repeating myself in terms of this question. Yeah, I thought it pretty much all gone away, that. Let's have a look. Things concerning safety. So if you go to speedyfeet.co.uk and go to blogs, then there's one called Things Concerning Safety, and you've got things like high voltage chargers, Kingsong, then you've got Kingsong Bung in the app, InMotion V10F waterproofing issue. Let's go there. And then let's link that up. So that's the waterproofing issue. So I've linked that for you. There we are. V3 is 14-inch, 2 tyres next to each other. Yeah. So the V10F waterproofing issue, which is related to the one that caught fire as far as we know, we released this on the 4th of August. Number one, this does not affect any units sold by Speedy Feet. Number two, InMotion confirm, and this is quoting them, no problem for units purchased after May the 5th, 2018. And this only affects the V10F and from the date mentioned in point 2 and on a single production line from that date and prior above. Worth noting there is misinformation being spread around that the InMotion V10 is not waterproof. This is incorrect. The V10 and the V10F are IP55 rated. And it says if you're not sure what IP ratings are, go and check out this helpful chart table. So yeah, that was a very short-lived issue. And if I don't know which case you're talking about, I'm assuming it's the only case I'm aware of one catching fire. And it was said to not charge it, unplug it, and remove the battery and put it in sand. Allegedly, is what they said, and that didn't happen by all accounts. Are the Kingsong models named after the wheel size? Yes. Sort of the 18, the 16, yeah, the 14, and then you've got a character after that, which denotes kind of the power really of that model. The 16S. You know where the kettle is. Brilliant. So, do you sell the full head helmet you use, Ian? It looks awesome. No, we did ask him for pricing. No, it's not here now. It's in my car. It's in my car because I'm using it quite a lot now when we're testing. When you're testing a wheel and pushing it to its limits, you need that. It's a specialised. Let me find you the. Let me find you that. Might take me a little while. It's a specialised, which is spelled funny, isn't it? We did a lot of research when we were doing the 1,000 miler. Full head. I'll tell you the exact name of it, exact model. Brilliant helmet. Full head black. I'll say full head. Let's change that around a little bit. Hey, Mario's got that one. I'll borrow that helmet, yeah. This is one that I let Mario borrow from the old motocrossing days. Never used. Well, I used once or twice. And I gave it to Mario, and a couple of days later, Mario had a bit of an accident. Of which this helmet helped him retain some brain cells. Where's the damage? Do you want to come and talk about the accident, Mario?
No.
Yes. I don't want to misrepresent you, really. Do you know what? I can't even see the damage now. It's there somewhere, isn't it? You smashed it on the floor, and we saw it because it was all scraped up. Have you fixed it? Magically?
No.
Right, I'm going to stay here until I see the damage on this helmet. There it is, found it. I'm not sure. I'm going to try and get this close enough to the camera. You probably won't see it, to be fair. Don't think you will. It's not good enough light. There is it, yeah. So right on the side of your skull. How did that fall? Did that from sliding, or because you smashed your head into the ground?
So I fell on my side and slided, so a bit of both.
Bit of hittage and a bit of slidage. But that, I mean, that's a lot heavier than that. Well, it's a motocross helmet, so it's stuffed full of things. And for higher. This is brilliant. This is, I got loads of assistance here. Thanks, Michelle. I'll throw it back ready. I'm going to throw his helmet. Don't drop it. It's gone. Yeah, so it was a lot heavier. And the one, yeah, so I found the name. So Lewis, I'm missing all the questions here. Specialised Dissident Comp Helmet. And they are 175 quid. Let me get a link. I can't neither recommend or not recommend the site. It's Specialised own website. I'll send you the link. But it's lightweight. Let's do an @Lewis. @Lewis, and then we've got, boom. Right, let's scroll back up. Easy to put on and off. Yes, it is. Yes, it is that Specialised helmet that we're wearing on the 1,000 miler. It was slightly more difficult. We put comms in there, so we put a Bluetooth headset in there, which I definitely recommend if you're riding with a mate. Get those headsets. And they're motorcycle headsets. They're called. Finding them is difficult. All this stuff's pretty expensive, to be fair. But you slot it in, you get an earpiece to the left and right, and then it's Bluetooth connection, and also you can answer your mobile phone, etc., etc. So me and John were using those the whole time, so 10 hours a day. And without them, it would have been a nightmare journey. So yeah, it would have been pretty bad without those Bluetooth headsets. But what I'm saying about that is it increased the pressure here slightly, so you have to sort of grab the two parts and squeeze it over your head and pull it on. But once it's on, absolutely brilliant. And especially in the colder weather, it's keeping your ears warm. It's like a double whammy. The only negative is you can't hear around you, so your awareness is nowhere near as good. And I found, especially I mentioned it in the Z10 video, when you're bombing along and you got the wind hitting here, it's coming into your face kind of thing, so you've got this much free, the hearing, you can't really hear the alarms and stuff. So so we've got Ronnie. Hello Ronnie, you said hi. Honest opinion of the InMotion, this is Momentum Productions, honest opinion of the InMotion V10F compared to the current higher end models of Kingsong and Gotway. Now you'll see some of this in John Chooses a Wheel, because he talks over the wheels again, and he's discussing the qualities of certain wheels versus other wheels. Now the V10F and the the more powerful Gotways and Kingsongs, they're not really comparable. It's not fair to say, you know, for instance, M Super X, what's that, 1600 watt hour battery, and you're comparing it against 1000 watt hour, and even against the Kingsong, you know, the Kingsong KS18L, it's got 1036 watt hour battery versus 1600, and it wouldn't be fair to say, well, let's do a range test now, let's take this one out and this one out, and let's see who wins that competition, because you know it's going to be the M Super X just because it's got bigger batteries. So you can't really compare them. What I would say is it's for me, not the V10F, but the V10 has got to be the best value all-round wheel, pound for pound, in monetary value especially. It's a really cheap wheel in comparison to some of the wheels. You're saving £600 in some cases, close to 600, yeah, 600 quid, yeah. But what it offers is so close to these much bigger, more powerful wheels. So, from that point of view, you can't compare them. You can't. It wouldn't be fair to compare them. You can't go as far on it. You can't go as fast. But then when you say you can't go as fast, if you try and put that in context, you're talking about you can or you can't go 35 miles an hour on it, which I would say is a massive bonus, because you shouldn't be going 35 miles an hour on it. Marcus has said any tips for reducing feet pain is to do this. So you're on the wheel, you pick your heel up on one side and pull your toes up that side, and then you rotate like that. You do that a few times and it gives you about 15 minutes of free from pain. And then you eventually condition and get used to it. Which is where the V10 comes in handy, because those foot plates are very comfortable in comparison to any foot plate I've ever been on. Really nice. Yeah, it's a bit like Michael Jackson in there, like that. You're doing that, like a bit like a moonwalk, but not quite. But obviously if you can ride one-legged, that's ideal as well. That allows you to shift your feet around. So it's just your feet get cramped up essentially if you're not moving. So it's right down the centre of your foot, sole of your foot essentially. You just need to, if you can move it, stretch it out. That's what we do on the 1000 miler. If you try and move your feet left to right and you've got grip tape on it, we found actually, because we were doing really intense riding, of course, talking hours and hours and hours and hours a day, you actually start to hurt your knees because you're forcing against the grip tape. Whereas lifting them up like that actually solved all those problems. Didn't get knee pain, so that was quite good. Don't think we've ever got that on video. Don't think so. But we were doing it a lot. Must have on video somewhere. Let's have a look. I was late. Did you mention when the next video for John's decision is? That video is processing now. It's going up, so it will be after the live stream essentially. So as soon as you go off live stream, go and check it. That's what you need to do. Let's have a quick look. See if I can get some information on that for you. I'm pretty sure it'll be close to being up now. Got to be. Yes, it is. Not only close, it's there. So that's there. I was going to play it on the live show. I thought, nah, can't do that, apparently. Too long. But it's up. And John can't be on the live today, so he's let us all down. It was the premiere of the final video, and he's not on. Boom. Oh, I should be keeping a track of the live, shouldn't I? So another look. Boom. Okay. Let's have a look. So Robert's asking, how is 9-bot Z10 compared to the Gotway Tesla? Well, I found the Z10 is more dense and more heavy. So where the weight's situated, I find it's not as. That's really hard to explain. It's well balanced. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's quite hard to control. It's a lot of work to keep that controlled in comparison to the Tesla. But not only that, the wheel, of course, is a lot wider. So, as I've described in the video, so watch the Tesla review video, which is linked actually above in the comments of this live feed, and watch the Z10, and especially watch the 250 kilometer update, and then you'll see then what I think of the Z10. And you can all you can do really is watch those two, and then just see what my thoughts are on it. Can't really answer it any other way because that's why we do the videos. Is the hat still broken? Yes, it is. Yeah, probably should fix that. Needs a bit of soldering. We'll do that at some point. But yeah, so the lower speed on the Z10 is being improved with 32 psi basically. But I don't get any of those issues on the 16-inch smaller wheel, essentially. Hope that's answered your question, Robert. I would link up to you if it was easy. Let's have a look. So we've got the V10. No, if you just go to the YouTube channel, it'd be easier, wouldn't it? And look up those two videos and look at the review basically of what we thought of them. So what have we got? We got that one. The viewer's video we've already watched, so we're not putting on. That is the only one, yes. So there's no sneaky peeky this week. The videos are taking a huge amount of time to actually produce. So go out, film, edit, and upload. We're getting behind. So there's no sneaky peeky because there's nothing else. We've already done the sneaky peekies for the videos we're trying to do. So let's go back up to make sure I haven't missed anything here. Also, for people that are new to riding, we did a series of 60-second shorts some time ago. Video playlists. Let me try and find them for you. I'll link them up. So for anyone who's getting into it or isn't sure what to do, then 60-second shorts. There they are. Can I share that? I'm not sure I can. Edit, share. No, there's no share button. There wouldn't be, would there? Can I? Just going to play it. Right, let's go to one. Pause it and then send the link. So if people, two probably, how to get on. So this starting at video 2, the other one's what to do once you unbox your wheel, but I don't think you need that. And so I'll link up this now. Okay, so video playlist for those looking to ride for the first time. So share that around. That's a whole playlist with the 60-second shorts on how to ride, etc. Any predictions for the new EUCs of 2019? Bigger batteries, more power, more speed until they start to learn. Yeah, basically. What I would like to see, as I keep saying, is dual redundancy on the wheels. So two boards and at least two batteries. Obviously some of the Gotways and 9bots have got batteries each of the side of the unit, but two control boards, so there's redundancy built in. That would be lovely. And self-adjusting front headlight. So this could be a wish list, because I don't know what's going to happen in 2019, but that wish list, I think my top ones would be mud guards on all of them. Yeah, adjusting front light, so automatically adjusting front light based on firmware, so it knows where it is. It's crazy because it knows where it is, you just need to get that light tilting. I think electronically, so something real robust that works electronically. And even maybe sort of steering possibly as well, so if you're turning right, it does turn slightly, so it's omnidirectional, is that the word, I think. A dual redundancy, so the boards and batteries. And I think some form of tracking would be good, so you know where your wheel is, like Find My iPhone. Something like that built into it, so you always know where it is. And the ability to remote. So you could do a remote lock, which you could do so it wasn't unsafe. If someone was actually nicked it and was riding on it, it wouldn't be very nice to shut that wheel off, because you could actually seriously injure them. But once it was turned off, to then brick it until such a time as you unlock it with your password or something like that. So those features, I think that would be nice to have. Not that we've ever had any reports of wheels being nicked, especially not when people are riding. We do get the question, you know, what happens when you're riding along and someone pushes you off and nicks it? Well, the answer usually is, unless they know how to ride them, they're going to try and pick it up and go, oh my goodness, can't run with this. And then they're going to try and ride it and go, I can't ride it either. So pretty hopeless, really. So we've got where and how do we upload the videos? So that is on the viewers' videos, which we played a minute ago. So I can play that, well, I won't play the video again, but you send them in to info@speedyfeet.co.uk and send a URL. So we need a URL basically, and we'll download the video from there because they'll be too big for email. So do that. Or if you go to speedyfeet.co.uk and contact us is down below on that website. So let's have a look. So hi Ian, I'm still saving for the M Super X. I also have a wheel. I also have wheel brain where I keep thinking about riding it. It's that sad. It's not sad. Being excited about something. That's a good thing. Ian, when you get the M Super X in, do you do anything to them before you send them out to the customer? We usually do. Yes, Ronnie. So typically, and it can't be guaranteed every single time, but pretty much almost every single wheel for about 4 years, we either remove from the box. We usually almost always remove the box. Pump up the tyre, update the firmware if that's possible, what was it? Update the firmware, charge the battery if we can. So charging the battery is usually last on the list because it does take a long time, but we do try. So if someone orders, say, at 11 o'clock for the midday cut-off, then obviously we can't charge the battery. And sometimes we can't even pump the tyres up. It depends. So if we try and get out the door last minute, we'll usually always boot up every single machine to make sure it actually boots up and works. Obviously we can't do can't ride it around to actually test that everything is definitely perfect, but booting it up you get a good idea. If you can boot up and connect, it's going to work. So as long as it's stabilising, that's all good. Does it come with lots of freebies? No, it doesn't. That's a short answer, isn't it? When do we get to see the blinking hat? Next week. I'll fix it for next week. I forgot all about it, to be honest, until I was reminded of the fact that I broke it last week. Hello, don't know if you mentioned, but what suit are you using in the first Z10 video, please? We will be selling those on speedyfeet.co.uk because they're absolutely brilliant. You've got all the padding you need. You've got the shoulder ones, you've got the elbow, and then you've got a slight wrist guard. It's not for impact on your wrist, but it's here. So getting hit by something. You've got all that, and you've got chest protection here, so you've got front and back down here, which is good. Because if you've ever fallen off and face planted, you do actually slide on your side and it scuffs up here, or can do. So that works a treat. And it doesn't take any more time to kit up. You literally whoop, throw it on, boof, you're gone, zip it up. And it acts as an extra layer. And it does fit under your jumpers and coats and stuff. So we will be having those. But then again, they're not cheap. So if you're looking at cheap stuff, really typically you have to go for separated stuff. So wrist, elbow and whatever. What is your worst crash? My worst crash I think I've ever had was coming off at about 13 miles an hour. Something like that. Not very fast at all. I was testing a customer's wheel and it just both and I was off. Really bad. Yeah, really bad. So Rob Blakemore, hi, which do you think is better, Z10 or the KS16S? So I need to know your usage, Rob Blakemore. You have to let me know what you're using it for to answer that question correctly. So no wheel is necessarily better than any other wheel, depending on what your usage pattern is. Very difficult to recommend or write off a wheel without knowing the context of the use of that wheel. So let me know if you're still watching. Let's have a look. Are you riding or driving home from work? I very often ride. And very often drive because I've got the dog. So if it's like today, I shall be riding, probably doing about a 16-17 mile ride because the temperature is about 23-24 degrees, which is incredible. Let me see if I can find the video of me having an accident. You're asking what the worst one I had is. If you want to make yourself squeamish, it was on CCTV, thankfully. Can I just find videos? iOS 12. What have you done? See all albums. Trying to find you a really horrible video of me coming off at just 13 miles an hour. It's going to be used in our safety video when we do it. I can't search by videos, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to go back to the whole lot. I'll try and find it for you very quickly. If I can find it, good. If not, never mind. I've still got videos of the 1,000 miler on here. Probably need to delete them off, don't I? Bear with. I'm hoping I can find this fairly quickly for you. It's definitely on my phone, and it's only a short video of literally me having a massive accident, and my wrist, it's months later, still is not perfect. I'll try and answer your questions. Yeah, so to sort of follow on from that, 13 miles an hour, and you'll see this if I can actually find it. It's a big old accident, and it's just 13 miles an hour, and you see guys flying around with no protection at all at sort of 28 miles an hour. It's just, yeah, just asking for trouble. And the other thing that we need to definitely remember when we're riding around is that there's other people around. So it's not only about you having an accident hurting your poor little wrists, it's about the wheel goes flying and it hits someone. Man, oh man, how guilty would you feel for being a prat? Here it is, I've got it, 7 seconds, so worth the wait. I'll answer a couple of questions first. You get any more hoodies? Hoodies are a difficult one. So they're so expensive to sell and so expensive to buy. The reason it's expensive to sell is expensive to buy. So it's kind of like, what do you think about sitting on the wheel, good or bad? Now, sitting on the wheel, we couldn't have done the 1,000 miler without having the seat on it. But you've got to remember that if you, I don't know if you can see that, you probably can, yeah you can. Your foot, so you're sat here, your leg comes down like that, comes to this point where your knee is, and then it comes back to your foot, which is angled like that, and your leg's leaning forward like that. You're locked in. So you're locked in a triangle position, the strongest position you could possibly make. If the board fails and you're going forward like that, your knees go straight down into the concrete or tarmac. And we were actually discussing on the 1,000 miler, what do you think happens to your hips as that hits? And we reckon it'll probably push, depending on your speed, push out your leg bone from your hip. And it's like, So we stopped talking about that quite quickly and said, let's just forget that and hope this trip goes okay, in which of course it did. But sitting down does have associated risks with it. So I don't really advocate it that much. If you're doing something crazy like doing 1,000 miles in 12 days, then you might have to do it. It's like we had to go fast, but then we're wearing a lot of expensive kit. So, do you know a way to enhance the beeping volume or a way to be aware of it when the gear and wind won't let you hear it? No. Some apps allow the phone to vibrate, which can help. So if you put that in your pocket and you can feel it vibrating because of X, then you're going to know that something's up. But really, not really. I mean, you potentially could, because you could extend the wires of the speaker, but you'd have to then run it up your trouser leg and into your. So it's not really. Or you could change the speakers. You could put the speaker on the outside, get a waterproof speaker, something like that. But you could also play. No, can you? No. So some of them. I'm trying to think which models you could do it. Some of them have got like a bespoke speaker on the control board, or by the control board, and then they've got speakers for the audio. They don't run through the same. Some of them run through the same audio system, so it's quite loud. In that case, you could run it over Bluetooth with a bigger speaker if you really wanted to. Do you think the Gotway Monster will ever come down in price at any time? Well, they are. Don't think so. The price hasn't changed for us. It stayed the same. It's mostly battery. I mean, 2,400 watt-hour battery. That's incredibly expensive. Approximately 50% of the cost of the wheel. So it's just a massive thing. Can you tell the manufacturers to make the app play audio through Bluetooth? I think you can trick it to play through Bluetooth in some instances. I'm pretty sure I've done it. Right, this crash. Let me show you it. I think it's downloaded off my phone because ages ago. So it was 9th of. Oh, it's a bit. Even me watching that. I'll try and get it so you can see this. I get up by the camera. It's horrible, by the way, but it'll be going in our safety video. Now remember, I am only doing. I reckon I probably wasn't even doing 12 miles an hour here, but say 12 or 13. That's me, lying on the floor, going, ow, painful. So it wasn't going fast at all because it was a potentially faulty wheel. And I was actually looking at diagnostics on my phone at the time, so checking it. It was all okay. I'd done 3 miles on it. I was just heading back to the office. Thought, oh, that's all fixed. That's lovely. Oh, and there's the injuries from it, in fact. So we've got, I'm not sure if you can really see that. That's me hand. That's me hand. That's me knee. So, yeah, not nice. And that's my elbow. There. Horrible, 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 horrible. And that's it's basically the only crash I've had riding a faulty machine. It's not surprising, I suppose, as in proper crash. And I smashed me phone up. So this phone you see in the video is all cracked. The screens are so expensive I'm not going to bother paying Apple a load of money to replace it. So now I've got a cracked screen. And it's the first iPhone screen I've ever broken. Been thrown off that wheel. So, and it was that wheel there, I think. Yes, it was that wheel there. I'm pretty sure it is that wheel there. I think it is. I think. Yeah, so not wearing pads. Nope. So yeah, massively bad crash. And you need to stress that was a speed that I could easily run at. So the golden rule that we actually put on these when we send them out is don't go faster than the speed you can run at. If you go a speed that you can run at, then you can sprint off it, drop off it. No issue. But that doesn't cover you if there's just an absolute catastrophic all-out failure where it locks up the wheel and there's no warning, nothing, no tilt back, nothing. So I was riding along, it was a wheel fault that went wrong then. So it wasn't even, I would be like at 30% of its power. So, yeah. Yeah, so from that point of view, you would have thought, especially after that, I mean that was only what, that was 6 months ago, whatever it was, 5 months ago. Yeah, I've run off wheels, loads of wheels. But that was the first. Was the crash on Emotion V10F? Nope, no issues with the V10s at all. They've been absolutely brilliant machines. Love them. The crash was on a V5, but it was faulty. That's why I was testing it. So it didn't just happen. It was like, I'm kind of thinking, will it go? And I got sort of lulled into false sense of security. I'd done 3 miles, and it was like, oh, flipping out. But yeah, I think that, yeah, that's still showing slightly, but no brakes. So I didn't break anything at all. So from that point, but what I'm trying to highlight here, this is why we're going to use it in a safety video, is that was at such a low speed, and that was the injuries that we sustained. So Z10 is the best. The Z10 suits some, not others. It's not. Love it, love the look of it, and I love it for the trails. I'm fully kitted up, going out on it, full helmet on, everything. I love it for that. I don't long for it. The range for me is a bit too low, so yeah, nice and Eddie. Stings a little bit. I've seen a video of a guy in the UK coming off a Z10 due to a speed wobble and almost losing the unit and slamming it into someone sat down. I've seen that video. That made me go, not too worried about the guy riding it. I'm worried about the person sat down, the poor person that's going to get smacked by a almost 30 kilogram piece of lump of metal. This is why, guys, you need to go slow in crowded areas. It's mental to go fast when there's loads and loads of people around. I'm quite fortunate because we live out in the forest and there's basically the trails we go on, you don't see anyone. You can ride for an hour and not see anyone. But if I head into the city, I am not going fast at all. It's just crazy. It's a way to get them banned. It's doing my head in, seeing the videos going around now. I mean, people coming on board, buying these units, go, look at this thing does 35 miles an hour. Right, so what I need to do is I need to go 30 miles an hour in the city. And it's just, I'm talking UK here specifically, because we're on this jittery ground anyway, where we actually want to promote them as a positive thing, as a last mile commuter tool, something useful, reliable and safe. They can go alongside cyclists, can go alongside joggers and walkers on these paths. What you don't really want is videos of people going 28 miles an hour on a cycle path when the cyclists on e-bikes are doing 15.5 because that's the law. You know, it's gonna cause problems. Definitely going to cause problems. And second to that, you can almost guarantee that someone's going to come off, either from a failure or because they're not very good at riding, and the unit's going to go sprawling across the road, path, whatever, and it's going to smack someone, and it's going to flip and hurt them, and they're going to go nuts. And then it'll be in the paper saying blah 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 blah, and that'll be the end of that for everyone. Curtains down. Let's have a look. So I'm not sure if that's the same one as you're talking about, but as you can tell, it's starting to pee me off a little bit, seeing these videos of out in the open, on your own, you know, with a group, of riders and no one around. I mean, it's like even out if we do see someone out in the trails and you see someone with a dog in the distance, you slow them right down. You slow them right down. So their impression of the wheel will be, oh, look at that, that's cool. Not flipping out, you just shot by me at 28 miles an hour. It would be good. You know, leave a good feeling with them. Okay, we've got 8 minutes left, dudes. Just going back through the questions a second. Francis Gill, hi, is Gotway Tesla still a good first wheel? It is, because you're almost future-proofing yourself because it is ridiculously powerful. Got good range and it's a 16-inch wheel, so you should be able to jump straight. Well, as long as you've got some idea of how to ride, you should be able to jump straight on it. It's all sort of also pretty tough. Let me just check the Facebook thing. Has anyone else left any comments? I think I answered them all, you see. Pretty sure I have. Let's close that down again. There we go. Oh, and anyone waiting for Gotway parts or Kingsong parts, their shipment is inbound. So we've got quite a few KS18L issues that we're trying to resolve, and we're waiting for the parts to come in. And we're not just being silent on it. For those who've written emails and are watching this, we're just waiting for the flipping parts to come in so we can actually start to sort guys out with those things. So if you're watching that, we've had news that it should be about a week. We're hoping there. So I broke my shoulder about 3 weeks ago on my KS14S doing moving pendulums on a low battery under 10 miles an hour with full gear on, motorcycle jacket, wrist guards, full face mounted like a helmet, knee guards. Yes. Yeah, he broke shoulder, yeah. So John's broken his collarbone by coming around a corner a bit too quick and it's slipping out and then falling onto his side. It's not a lot you can do about that movement there. You know, being crushed in and compressed, there's not a lot you can do about it, is there? Sadly, even with, like saying, even with all the kit on. So, yeah. Yeah, you're saying always slow for pedestrians, dogs, and at all intersections. That's exactly right. It's about trying not to have that first... you don't want to be that guy, do you? Or girl that ends up injuring someone and the whole lot gets banned. And they go, oh my goodness, all the work for the last 5 years is all down the drain. Personally, with my use, I don't want anything faster than my Not 1. I'm not that much of a wuss. I have a dual motor e-bike, but time and place. That's right, Scott. You've been riding yours now years now. I mean, the only thing with that is once you try these faster machines, it's like, I like this extra power. And the only thing I really advocate is the power, not the speed. The fact that if you want to go 10 miles an hour on the flat and then you come to a hill, like a really big hill, you can still go 10, which is fine. And with the lower power machines, of course, they can't cope with that. You need to dial it back off to like 50%, so 5 miles an hour. So from that point of view, yeah. What kind of KS18L issues? I just got one so far, no issues. Yeah, so we've got mixed, massively mixed. So you've got huge proportion, no issues whatsoever, and another portion have got issues. So we've had, and it's not, it's not unique to Kingsong. It happens with all these brands when they bring out a new wheel. Trolley handle issues, battery issue, not charging. So one of the battery sides was faulty, wouldn't take a charge, which kicked out both, so it wouldn't take a charge at all. So it had to be taken apart and battery swapped out and replaced. And just things like that. Control boards, and there's the trolley handle issue when you're pushing it along, it freezing up, which is a known issue. And it's to do with the motor wires or something, or resistor wires, I think it was they were saying off the top of my head, that need heat shrink put over the top of them. It was tripping them out. What was the fault with the V5? The V5 was a control board issue, like you get with a lot of boards, MOSFETs below. So that's what happened there. It literally just went both, but there was no warning, and it was nowhere near its power limit. So it was really slow crash, that one. But it hurt like mad. I was just really grateful I didn't break anything, because obviously running the business, you can't break something because you're out for weeks then. So yeah, just have a quick look. Hello, Philip. Philip just said hello. Is there anyone else here from Northern Ireland? No answer so far, Ronnie. You might be the only one. You never know. We've got 4 minutes left, so if you want to ask any questions, then ask away. I think I've answered them all. I have a C+, I'm waiting for delivery. Oh yeah, that's where we go. C+, I'm waiting for my Z10 delivery. Will it be a difficult change? It depends how long you've been riding your C+. So if you've been riding it for like 2 years, you're going to find out a massive difference riding the Z10 for sure. So play around with the tyre pressures and try and make it as best as you possibly can for the tyre size. But you're going to love it. You'll love it. Just want to say thank you for doing these Q&As. Very informative. No problem, Marcus. You guys are contributing it by asking questions, which is good. So I can try and answer when I know what I'm talking about, and when I don't, I'll just say I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, in regard to the jump from a 16-inch to a 16-inch 9.1 to a Z10, yeah, you'll be able to get on it straight away, but you will definitely notice it's more difficult to ride in certain circumstances, but a lot miles better in other circumstances. So definitely, you'll love it. You'll love it. From my experience riding over 3,000 miles, drivers don't check while making rights on red, on left on red. In other countries with pedestrian cyclists, they only check for cars. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So I've ridden a motorbike for quite a while. Exactly the same as that. You're always taught it's like dum, 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 and then go. Not just meh, go. You're always like flip, flip, flip. It's like on a dual carriageway looking behind you to make sure that car's not just pulled out. Can't find the suit in your store, as you said. I said we were going to stock them, and we haven't got them in at the moment, and we're going to. We literally had an email this morning confirming an order, so they should be up approximately, I would have thought, end of this week, start of next week. The link will be up, and then we should have stock, I'm hoping, the end of next week. But I mean, we've had that since the 1,000 miler. And we've tested it. We tested it over 1,080 miles, and I've tested it since, been using them in these review videos. And just the fact, well, the biggest bonus for me is being able to just lob that suit on, and it takes a few seconds. And drop a message when you get those M Super X's in. I will, Ronnie. Yeah. They'll also be, obviously, we're promoting. We got them in. We've pre-sold. I think we've pre-sold 80% of the M Super X's that are coming in. So we haven't got many left. Where can I find 16-inch tube to the 1C Plus? It is on our website, but we haven't got any, unfortunately, which might be what you're getting at, but we can't get them. We ordered 500. We ordered 500. We received 3. We paid for 500, received 3. So it's gone down as store credit. We're waiting for them to come in, basically. That's all they had. They sent us all they had, and it was 3. So, yeah. Well, we actually ordered, we ordered 500, pre-ordered 500. We had 69 on the invoice because that's all they had, and when we actually got them, there was only 3. Ronnie, I can put one aside. If you're definitely going to buy it, I can put it aside and stop someone else having it. Possibly. I'll message you if someone else rings up and it is the last one. I'll say I'll give you a quick message. Quick one on braking. Do these more powerful machines stop a lot quicker than something like 9.1? Have you ever done a braking test on the wheels from 15 miles per hour to stop? So for the braking, it depends. So the monsters, they take ages. It's like a big, massive ship coming into harbour. It's like really slow. I think like so the 800, so if you put a V8 against the 9.1, the V8 would stop a lot quicker than 9.1 at max. So if you went max speed on both machines and braked hard, the V8 it's a lot snappier. So it's an 800 watt motor versus a 500 watt. So from that point of view, yes, it does, as long as the metrics are similar. So if they're obviously a lot heavier and a lot bigger diameter wheel, so slower to brake, even with a 2,000 watt motor. So braking test, never really know, because you shouldn't be braking really hard. Now there's the argument to say you might need to brake in emergency, but then I think you should ride as if there was going to be emergency. So if you're saying I should be able to go out on an M Super X at 35 miles an hour, throw yourself back fully because I might have to emergency brake, I would say, well, don't go 35 miles an hour, go less so you can brake in time, preemptive riding. Yes, definitely one. Shipping cost to Poland, Royal Mail for in a tube, £6, something like that, approximately. Right, we are at an hour. So keep an eye out. I can't even pronounce your name, but for the suits we will have them today. Hopefully they should be up on next week. And I will catch you guys next week. I'll give you 10 more seconds to ask a question if you want to ask one. I'll just double check this. Rich Gardner White, what's the best wheel for me after the M Super, tempted by the Z10? Rich, if you can get down to me, you need to come and try the Z10, mate. Because there's pros and cons for sure. I would like you to try one, and then you can decide yourself. Because it's a tarty wheel, it makes you think you really, really want it, but I want you to try it. And you're fairly close. So it'd be great if you come down and have a go on it, definitely. So yeah, let me know on that if you do want it, because we can do that. So Right, thank you very much, guys, and I will see you next week. We'll hopefully have more content, so send the viewers videos in. Make some videos, tell people to make videos and send them in. 50 quid to be had, store credit, speedyfeet.co.uk. So do that. Get them sent in, and we only need one more to get the 10 to win that prize, and then there might be even a bigger prize, maybe, don't know, or something completely different, lesser prize, who knows, once we got the 10. So, thank you very much, guys, and I will see you again. And I've got to work out how to end this live feed, because I can't remember how I ended it last time. Probably clicking a button. Or is Mario going to click a button? Probably Mario, I expect. I'm going to end this by playing viewers' videos and wish you all the best. And this was the one submission we had this week. And I'm going to play it now and I'm going to work out how to end this live feed. So, see you guys. Thank you very much for joining in. Thanks for contributing. And bear with us as we do the video reviews and have a slightly slower response time than normal. It's just taking a lot of our resources out to actually do these videos and get them up for you.